Welcome to SuperMegaFest Comic-con. I'm Robert Lee, and this is everybody's Hometown Geek. Hey, it's Robert Lee here with everybody's Hometown Geek, and I'm here with
Chris Norris, Autism Speaks.
Scarlett Fly.
Thank you. And I couldn't help but see a booth here, and just want to learn more about what brings you to the SuperMegaFest Comic-con and learn about Autism Speak.
Excellent. We do charity fundraising at cons, and we try to get out here and get the word of awareness, as well as raise some good money. At cons and events, we're going to raise about $10,000 to $12,000 this year. The cons are kind enough to provide us the tables and the passes to come in here. Autism Speaks is the association that got my son his diagnosis about 10 years ago, funding studies when it was difficult to get a diagnosis. So we try to give a little back. People make some things, we raffle off things like Super Nintendo Entertainment Systems, and it's the organization that really pulled together the autism community towards a name for people to understand the condition of it, what happens. 10 years ago, you didn't really know a whole lot about it, 10, 12 years ago, and because they put the organization together, people have done more. They do a lot of advertisements, a lot of information, a lot of starter kits for families and schools for how to address when you're getting a diagnosis if you need one. First responders, police, fire, emergency services, a lot of these children wander, and they wander towards water. And that unfortunately has been pretty bad results to it. So it's been a great organization that's really done a lot of things, so we just try to help. We've raised about, I think by $170,000 before this year, and we're probably up to about $200,000 by March when all the money comes in that we're doing. So just trying to do our part.
Was this the first year that started to go to different conventions to get the word out about?
No, a couple of years ago I started doing that. I was invited by a group called the Hero Army to use their table because they didn't use their table, but they went to events. And then some of the con owners said, hey, like Eric Yacco and Steve Perry with Rhode Island ComicCon, John and the nice folks here at SuperMegaFest, and a number of other ones I know I'm missing at the moment. So we'd like to help too. If you can use a table and some chairs, we'll get you in there and you do your thing. They don't charge us anything to be here, and we get to put all this money towards charity. So it's been really an amazing whirlwind.
If I may ask, how did you get involved with the charity?
Saw Facebook, Hero Army, decided to give it a try and realized that they're doing more for us than we are for them, and it's everybody pulls together, carrying signs, working the booth, wearing a costume. It's wonderful.
Been very blessed by the sport.
And for those that aren't familiar with a Facebook Hero Army, can you tell us a little bit about that?
They're a purely
cosplay group out of Connecticut.
Charity. They're pretty much at every local Comic-Con. Dress up for a cause.
Go to charity events. They also come to walks and things. That's where I met most of the cosplayers and became friends with them. There's an autism walk in Hartford, there's an autism walk in Waterbury, Connecticut, there's autism walks Westfield, Mass, Boston, Nantucket, all over the place. And then a lot of cosplayers come out with their talent and their time, and they drive hours to go to events, and they don't get paid for it, but the families really appreciate it. And that's how I've met most of these wonderful folks through that process. And again, it kind of started there, and then, like I said, the con owners just said, hey, we want to help you, and it's doubled, if not more, what we bring in each year.
I appreciate it. And just one final question: is there any other events that you like the people to be aware of, or as well as let us know where people can find the website to learn more about it?
Well, teamchristopher.com, you can find our link on that to the Autism Speaks page where we do our donations through. You'll find a donation history and a letter my wife writes each year about the changes in our son Christopher, the team's named after. We're going to be at Rhode Island ComicCon again, who were very generous to have us last year and the year before, and again this year. We raised over $2,600 last year at Rhode Island ComicCon, and when it comes in cash like these, we have people who donated through their businesses where they work, or companies, in the corporate matching. So the $10,000, $12,000 we'll make this year will become $20,000 to $24,000 to the cause. So the Comic-Con money does even better than most of the donation checks because every dollar gets doubled. So as we say, 200% goes. So Rhode Island ComicCon, you can find us at next month, and we'll be doing our thing and raffling off 3 Nintendo.
Great raffles.
Right.
So.
We're wrapping off here today?
One raffle gets you this entire thing, with the grand prize is the SNES, but you get it all.
One winner takes everything on the top 3 shelves, not the guy's soda can on the bottom, of course. And at 3 o'clock, somebody's taking all that home. And everything there has been donated by friends or picked up or donated, like the SNES. We have some people doing it. My family pays for ourselves for that as our donation to it.
appreciate it. Well, I thank you for your time, and we'll be sure to have the information available for them to check out. So,
Thank you so much. Hope to see you in Rhode Island.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks you.
Thank you.